Hi guys, welcome back. This isn't going to be a long one. There is so much dark history in churches. You know, people believe they're a place of God, nothing bad will ever happen in a church and this and that, and they're only used for weddings and funerals and christenings and stuff, and that can be very, very far from the truth. Now, again, as you know from my previous videos, I'm always investigating different graveyards and stuff. I just find it interesting, people's stories, especially when they're graveyards that my family have passed through. Now, there's a little old market town called Newport Pagnell in Buckinghamshire. Small, you know, and there is so much bad history there. Like, it got struck by the Black Death really, really bad. And there's actually a place called Bury Fields in Newport Pagnell, basically where they just did a massive mass grave of all the Black Death victims. And then the half the town also got burnt down in the 1600s. It was part of the Civil War. There's so much history in Newport Pagnell. It is absolutely crazy when you investigate it. And anyway, so it's actually down to one of the most haunted places in England, Newport Pagnell. A lot of the hotels and stuff there have got numerous apparitions and so anyway. So I go and visit the church there. Now, my mum was born in Newport Pagnell, and my great-grandparents, Stevens, were married in a church there. That's why I wanted to have a look around. Lots of Loveridges passed through there. Lots of Smiths. Not really Lees or Boswells. Some Price families did. Because it's quite a big church. Very, very big graveyard. So I go in the church and I don't like it. And I usually love churches, not because I believe in God, but because they've got such an interesting feel to them. And I pick up certain things as a medium. And so mediumship isn't just about doing readings, guys. It is an everyday thing. It's a skill that you work on every single day or every chance you get. So where the stained glass windows is by the altar and stuff, fine. Nothing like, nothing bad there. But then as we walk back, I start hearing screams from my spirit behind, I don't know if it's the vicar's quarters, I don't know what the frick it was, but like behind this thing. And she was a female parishioner, and she was being whipped. She was being whipped by the vicar, the priest, whatever you want to call him. I can't remember if it was a Catholic church or a Christian one. But she was being whipped, and like I could hear it, and it was in penance for something. And it was sick, and it was twisted, and it was, there was such evil coming from the vicar, the priest that was doing it. So there was so much sadism that was coming from him. He was enjoying hurting her, and this was supposed to be a man of God. And again, this is just kind of in the day of the life of a medium, the stuff that you pick up on and stuff is not always as it seems, you know, and sometimes churches can be the worst place you can go to be honest, because the stuff you pick up, all the people coming and going, and the energy they leave behind, especially with like the stone tape theory and stuff like that. But anyway, so they were stuck in this loop, and this is something I'll talk about in another video, is psychic loops. They weren't ghosts, this was a loop. They were reliving it and reliving it. He was reliving it from a pleasurable point of view, and she was reliving it from a torture point of view. And I went outside and I chucked up. I literally threw up. And my mum was like, what was wrong? What was wrong? And I told her. And, you know, she didn't look that surprised. Because although my mum was a trance medium, she doesn't do none of it anymore. She's stepped away from it completely. Mainly because of the alcohol issues I mentioned before. But she's stepped away from it, which is the right thing to do. But, you know, and I explained to her, and she just, you know. So, yeah, so that was that experience anyway.